Hi there, I'm Daz, and this is the first video in a new playlist that I'm going to be putting together, where I'll be collecting a single copy of each skill book in the game. I'm going to be going through the skills in alphabetical order, so in this first video I'll be collecting the Alchemy books. In this order: Rerum Dirennis first, A Game at Dinner, A Herbalist Guide to Skyrim, Mannimarco, King of Worms, and finally I'll be collecting Song of the Alchemists. Now I'm collecting these to put on a shelf at home, so I'm going to be trying the best I can to avoid stealing any of the books. It will be necessary on some occasions to steal a copy because there'll be no other option, but I'll be doing my best to avoid that. So the first location for our video is Clear Pine Pond for our copy of Rerum Dirennis. We're not too far from the statue to Meridia. So there'd normally be a bunch of Spriggans at this location actually, but I cleared them out earlier. And the book is on the corpse of this alchemist. So I'll read that now. If you simply wish to read the book and you are interested in keeping it on your shelf, it may be simpler just to go to Grave Concoctions in Falkreath, and if you look to the right of the fireplace amongst some baskets you'll find a copy on the floor there. If you try and take that one it will be classed as stealing, but it'll be fine to read it, and it'll be simpler than fighting Spriggans. So the second location, we need to travel to Harmugstal, which is close to Dragon Tooth Crater, and here we can obtain a copy of A Game at Dinner. There's going to be some high level lockpicking, I'm afraid, at this location, so if you wish to obtain a copy of this book to keep, i.e. not stolen, you may wish to collect it when you do the White File mission at Forsaken Cave, because there is a copy of the book there in the final chamber. Or if you simply wish to read the book and are interested in keeping hold of a copy, you can actually read a copy of this in the New Nissis Corner Club in Windhelm. It's just upstairs on the table. You can't miss it. I'm going to ignore that chap. I'm going to try and make this video as short as possible. I'm filming this using PlayStation Share. So the clock is ticking. I think I have 15 minutes to get this done. Hopefully I can get it done in about 10. We have a puzzle that I think I can remember the sequence. Hopefully I'm not wrong, otherwise this could take a bit longer than anticipated. Lovely. Yeah, I think we have to pick a master level lock on this one. Let's have a bit of light. Picking the lock is not going to be a struggle for me. I've boosted this character specifically for making walkthrough videos. So there we have A Game at Dinner on the top of that pile. So there we are, 2 down. Now let's get out of here and move on to our third book. Yeah, unfortunately it will be necessary to steal books on rare occasions. As I say, I will do my best to avoid that, but I will show you a workaround. so you don't have to have stolen books on your bookshelf at home if you're following along for that reason. So our next destination is Journeyman's Nook, southeast of Winterhold, and here we can pick up a Herbalist's Guide to Skyrim. For people simply wishing to read this skill book, you can actually read a copy in Arcadia's Cauldron in Whiterun. Which avoids having to locate this place and fight a bandit. But for us hoarders, this is the way to go. And here we are, our third book. Damn. Trust this to happen at the wrong time. Yep. That's just typical. So it didn't take too long. So yeah, it's fast travel to Winterhold, where we can shortly obtain a copy of Mannimarco, King of Worms. I can't really give a simple alternative for this one. There is a copy at Evergreen Grove, but that can actually be tricky to get hold of as well, because it should be next to the Alchemist corpse, but it often floats away on the pond. So it's actually easier to get this one that I'm going to show you. So we're in Winterhold. The layout of this place may look a little bit different to your game, depending on what mod you have installed, but I'm moving down the side of the frozen hearth. And in my game, there is a gateway out of the city in this direction. Hopefully, you can find this spot, regardless of what Winterhold looks like. Here we have a mean looking saber cat. And here we have a shrine. Here we are. I'll go to the map again. Now we're at our destination. So there we are on the world map. It's kind of on the road to nowhere, really. So you need to be a little bit careful. There are some ice runes on the floor. There should also be a corpse from one of the missing students of the college, but it doesn't seem to be there. But the book is here, and that's the primary concern for us. So now we are off to collect the Song of the Alchemist, our final book. And the best place to obtain this is Anisa's cabin, not too far from the Guardian Stones, outside of Riverwood. Now I will be forced to steal this. I've actually tried 5 or 6 different techniques of obtaining this book. I've had followers pick it up, I've tried sneak stealing it, I've put it back on Anisa's corpse, and yeah, I can't get around it, I have to steal it, but I will show you a method for removing the stolen tag from the book, in case you like to have nice neat bookshelves at home just like I do. So I'm just going to straight out kill Anise. It saves any trouble. So I'll read the book now, and you see I have to steal it. And there we are, looking very untidy with that stolen tag. So I'm going to fast travel to Whiterun. I actually have the fence perk on the speech skill tree. Now I appreciate that that requires having a speech skill of 90, and most people won't have that, but hopefully this trick will work just as well for anybody who has access to the Thieves Guild and their fences. So I'll just show you the fence skill you'll see on the speech tree. So I have invested in most of the merchants. It's just a shame we've arrived here just as the shops are closing, but that's usually the case, or it seems to be when I'm playing anyway. So basically all I need to do is sell the book to Adrienne and then buy it
You're
back.
Someone who can get things, the finest weapons and armor.
As I say, hopefully this will work just as well for people that are having to rely on the Thieves Guild fences. I'm sure it will, actually.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Right, so I'll just go back to the inventory just to confirm. Everything is looking nice and neat, no stolen books. And I can now go to Lakeview Manor and put this in the library. So thank you very much for watching. I hope the video was useful. And if I'm missing anything, please let me know in the comments. Bye bye.